And we are live, everybody. Hello. I am so sorry that I haven't been on. I've been pretty busy. I've been chilling, guys. That's why I haven't been streaming a lot. Plus, trying to get my creative juices flowing to write some fan fictions, but, that takes a while. Hey, hello, Claire. Hello, Marland. Hi, everybody. Thank you all. 10 viewers right off the bat. My goodness. Hello there. I've been, well, particularly right now, I am still trying to finish work on my own interpretation of the CW crossover event last year, Crisis on Infinite Earths. The first two parts are on fan fiction, and I am currently trying to finish out part 3, trying to make it more dramatic, more sad, just add a lot more shocking things that I feel like we didn't get. And most importantly, in my version, Kingdom Come Superman will not die and get replaced by Lex Luthor because of bullshit logic and the writers just wanting to put Lex Luthor in the spotlight. So that's what I'm mainly working on, and then after that, I've gotten started on a early draft of some romance fanfics, particularly with a Robin and Raven fanfic from the O3 Titans, because I just got into that ship last year, so now I want to try my hand at it. So yeah. No, he's not dead. What's up, everybody? What's up? Oh my goodness. Look at that. Who will win? Okay. Alright, well. Oh, thank you. Yes, my version of. Although, also, too, I'm gonna add a little bit of drama in there. Maybe some near-death stuff. I've always wanted to write something romantic with fictional characters. So Robin X Raven, part 1 is going to be my first time, so I hope it goes well. What up? Sure. Yeah, I don't mind. All right. Okay. All right. So, hello, everybody. Hello. My goodness. All right, so let's talk about the death battle, because that's what we're here to talk about. I've seen a lot of you guys talk about it. Okay. So, after viewing this sneak peek, which, by the way, I'm happy that everybody is on board with it. It does look so fucking good. The 3D is really going to take effect here. It's really on board. We're going to have 2D sprites fighting in a literal 3D alley. And already, the 3D for this is looking so much better than Static vs. Miles. Because that's the thing. None of us knew that in Static vs. Miles, that was an actual 3D rigged city they were fighting in. Here, it looks better. Hey, Kira, how you doing? Yes, Jason will not be getting access to his Zords. They are straight up using the sprite from the Power Rangers video game, the first one on the Super Nintendo, for Jason, which gives it a whole retro feeling. No, that's true. That's true. That's true, Nitch. By the way, how you doing? I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you about that death battle thing, but I will. But I think it is, and I'm going to explain why. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. Anyway, how did they get the sprite design for Jason? Well, like I said, Emerald. They are using the sprite for Jason from the very first Super Nintendo Power Rangers video game, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That is exactly where that sprite is ripped from. Not just with Jason's civilian identity, but with his Red Ranger form. So they're using both of those sprites. And fun fact, I didn't even think about this. Like, this is how crazy the detail is. And y'all can go look it up for yourself. But get this: whenever you see Jason running in the first couple of seconds of the fight before it goes to a hand-drawn version of that running cycle is straight ripped from the very first Super Nintendo game. They straight up reuse the running cycle for Jason from the very first Super Nintendo game. And all of the Rangers could run like that. It's not just Jason. All of the sprite work in the Super Nintendo game had the same running cycle. So that's just crazy. Like, the detail of that. Yes, hopefully soon. But I like this mic. It's my pride and joy. But I'll get a new mic in the future. So yes, I love Leonardo. I love how Leonardo's looking. His sprite. It looks like it is kind of the same sprite they used the last two times Leonardo was in, which was 10 years ago. But obviously they updated it just a little. And when you go into a hand-drawn element for Leonardo, it's the 80s Turtles version. It's not the 2003 version. It's not the 2012 version. It's not Rise. No, they straight up use the 80s Turtles. And I think that's mainly, obviously, that's an aesthetic nostalgia choice, because that's the most popular incarnation of Leonardo. So I get it, and I like it. I like the sprite work. They're looking amazing. Okay, I see. I get you. I get you. Who is my favorite turtle in Mighty Morphin Ranger? Well, obvious. It's Leonardo and Jason. I like Tommy. I'm a huge Tommy fan, but this fight has reminded me how much Jason really got shafted after the first couple of seasons. No, Leo will not have his dragon form. Nor will Jason have the dragon armor, because the dragon armor was given to him temporarily by Tommy, and then Tommy lost his powers. So Jason's not going to be able to use that. He's not going to be able to use the dragon dagger, the dragon shield, any of that stuff. It's just bare bones Red Ranger. Nothing else. No Omega Red, no Gold Zeo Ranger, no Tyrannosaurus Rex, just the Red Ranger, which I think that's very fair. Yes, that too. That too. Leo, thank you, Brobuscus. Leo will also have his Mystic Sword from the new incarnation, Rise of the TMNT. Yes, the Power Sword. Yes, no robots, Finn, no robots. It was 8 years ago, Sean? Really? I've always said it was 10. I don't know. If it is, then if that's true, then oh my goodness, do I feel embarrassed? Well, thank you, Sean, for correcting me. That makes it. Well, it's still close to 10 years ago. I think we can still see that as being close to 10 years. It's okay. If you. Okay, well, thank you, Sean. Thanks, man. That's awesome of you. Yeah, nah, yeah, yeah, that's true. Mystic, Okay, so to answer Kira's question, excuse me, Rise of TMNT, animation-wise, it's very good. Like, I think it is the best uh, animated TMNT to ever come out of the franchise, and that's not knocking 2012. I love the 2012 CG. I'm a sucker for those type of for that type of animation style. Um, uh, the 2003 was all right, and the 80s, 90s one has kind of still stood the test of time, but there is a lot of glitches with it. And if you know what I'm talking about, then yeah. Yeah, that's right. The only bad thing about Rise of the TMNT is the turtles all have the same personality. There's no longer anything distinguishable about them. They all act like goofy ass Michelangelo teenagers, which kind of takes away from Michelangelo. And Ben Schwartz voices Leo. So yeah, instead we nothing against Ben Schwartz. I just think I'm getting tired of him voicing blue characters from my childhood. I don't know. That's me. That's me. Yeah. Well, okay, Axel Prow. That's really that's really hard to say. Well, okay, see that's the thing. All right, we're gonna break that down. Okay, so here's the thing. Uh, I would say yes, in some iterations, Leonardo does rely too much on his brothers, but in the '03 and in the 2012 show, he has shown he is a capable solo fighter. He went on many solo adventures in the '03 show. He even defeated the Shredder, even though it was a robot. But particularly in the 2012 show, which was also adapted in the '03 show, he single-handedly, by himself, took on all of the Foot Clan ninjas. He took them on. He was injured at the time, but he still managed to kick some ass. He was able to put up a few good hits on Shredder, but he ultimately lost. So I don't think he relies too much on his team, as more as it's easier because they are one unit. They're supposed to work together, but they can work outside of the team dynamic. They've had plenty of solo adventures, but yeah. Yeah. Leo even took down Super Shredder, so I wouldn't qualify that as a big weakness. I don't even think that's something they should really focus on because Nidge, I believe you said this at one point. We don't I don't like how they try to find weaknesses that don't really have any freaking purpose to be there other than they have to. Like for Optimus Prime, his biggest weakness was he's honorable, he's too damn nice. Same thing with Samurai Jack. They always try and talk about those things. They always try to bring up weaknesses, but when it's weaknesses like that don't play a contributing factor into their defeat or don't even come up at all in the battle, I don't see it as something that should be brought up. And I don't think they should do that for yeah, exactly. I don't think they should do that for Leonardo because for them to just say, oh, well, his biggest weakness is, he relies too much on his team. And, yeah, he's had solo adventures, but he needs the team. If we're going by that logic, then Jason needs the Rangers, even though he's had some solo adventures. So I don't agree with that. Yeah, exactly. I don't agree with it. Yeah, exactly. They're just trying to find weaknesses that shouldn't that unless it's a physical weakness, why even bring it up? Why even bring it up? That's my question. Okay, so another thing. Let's talk about another thing. the martial arts, because this is something I think is much better in the long run for Jason and Leo instead of Tommy and Leo, because both Jason and Leo, I think, round up and are very similar in their martial arts prowess. Leo knows all of the oldest ninjutsu martial arts that have been kind of erased from human history, and Jason knows modern martial arts and old school martial arts, but not to the extent of Leonardo. And both of them are so good. Jason particularly is so good at martial arts. He's a karate. He's a martial arts teacher. He teaches kids how to fight. And he did that as kind of an after school thing. And as time went on, you would assume that Jason would just become more well-rounded in these disciplines that he knows. But when he goes into his ranger form, this was written in the Boom comics, and I do think they're going to use this, and it obviously isn't something that is out of the realm of possibility. Whenever Jason or the other Rangers morph, they immediately know the experience and all types of martial arts that they, 1, haven't trained in, 2, never even considered, and 3, never learned how to fight at all. Because Billy, the Blue Ranger, he tried to learn how to fight, but he just couldn't. But as soon as he morphs, he gains all of this fighting knowledge that when you take away his morpher, Billy was a capable fighter in his own right. So I think martial arts wise, they're almost dead similar. But if we had to go off of experience, and I'm talking old experience, not experience as, who's fought the most, who's got the most martial arts prowess. If you just want to go off of old experience, then yeah, Leonardo does have the experience because he knows martial arts that Jason doesn't know. He could. I wouldn't put it past him if the Morphing Grid did give Jason access to one of the past Rangers who knew this particular form of ninjutsu that Leonardo is using. But yeah, Leonardo and his brothers are trained in old school ninjutsu, and that shit has been erased from human history. I think that even pertains to real life, because you go back and you read up on how ninjas, samurais would fight. They fought somewhat similar how you see guys in action movies fight, but there was a charm that didn't unfortunately carry over. So I think they're both just as equally skilled, but I could totally see them just being dead tied. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm reading your guys' comments. Yeah, no, he must have, because if he's a black belt, then yes, I definitely think he must have spent. Well, okay, the comics specified that Jason has been training in martial arts since he was just a child. So that right there should give you an idea. And so is Leonardo. So I don't know how martial arts wise this is going to play, because both of them are so equally skilled. I think, if anything, you're just going to find more ways to say that if this was just a martial arts bout and Jason didn't use his powers, let's say he didn't, but if you give him the experience, I think that would make it a more interesting fight. But we're not here to talk about that. So, yes. Yes, Emerald, absolutely. You nailed it on the head. They both became leaders for a reason. Yeah, no. Well, okay. That's another thing. I don't know. I think they are going to use teenage Jason because um there isn't much on Jason after Mighty Morphin. I mean, yes, he did become the Zeo Gold Ranger, but he was like 19 when he became the Zeo Gold Ranger. And then when he came back for Forever Red, which was many, many years later, the guy had to be in his middle, maybe late 20s. So, but he didn't have, but he had his power coin, which, by the way, I should clarify, because that's always something they've never really addressed in Power Rangers media. Jason still has his power coin because it was Rocky who got his power coin destroyed, not Jason. So if anybody's wondering why does Jason have the power coin, why is he still the Red Ranger? Well, that's simple because he never gave up his morpher. He never gave up his power coin. All that happened was his power was transferred over to Rocky. That's it. Zordon didn't take his coin or anything. Now, as for Tommy, it doesn't make any fucking sense. How the hell did Tommy regain his powers, even with the Master Morpher? That's still bullshit. Yes, yes, I am. Holy shit! Oh my god! Look at this! Look at this! Oh my god! Lewis, my man Lewis, the animator for Death Battle, the leading 2D animator for Death Battle, is in my chat. Lewis, my man, how are you doing, brother? I hope you're feeling better, man. I really do. You have no idea how excited I am for this book. Okay, I think you kind of do because it's been all over Twitter, and we're kind of geeking out about it, but. Welcome, man. Thank you. Just joining as well, thank you, brother. Thank you. Yes, nobody asked Lewis any Death Battle questions. Whenever a member of Death Battle is in here, nobody asked them any questions about the episode, about the feature fight, none of them. They're just a viewer like you and I. So, oh man, thank you, Lewis. Awesome. It is so awesome you're here. Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, Lewis. Okay. All right. So, Marlon, you have a question? What's your question, brother? Yes, I know, Nidge. Tommy is the shits. I know. Yeah. 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 Yeah, exactly. Right there. I'm going to show that. We're going to put that on there. Yes, absolutely. I like that. Good ship, Robuscus. I like that. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. I'm happy you're feeling better. I'm happy you're feeling better, brother. Everybody's getting sick in this goddamn cold. It's Texas. Every time we Texans are exposed to cold, we get sick, we get headaches. It's just a fucking nightmare. I'm not sick, but I have been getting headaches, which that sucks. Are they going to use feats from Shredder versus? Well, that's a good question. That's a very good question, Marlon. We're gonna show that on screen right there. I can't say. I can make an educated guess, maybe, because if you want to, if we're going, because obviously I think you can reasonably scale Leonardo to Shredder, and the turtles are fast. In terms of speed, they're very fast. I think they. That's a good question. I can't even answer that properly. That's how good that is. That's how good that question is. I like it. I like it. Cold War. Yes, absolutely, Lewis. Look at that. Yes, Texas is fucking killing us with its weather changes and all that. It's supposed to be fucking spring, and yet we're still getting cold. We got cold staying for the next week or two. Ugh, it's a nightmare. Anyway, Will they include Jason's? Emerald, I don't see why not, but I think they're not going to dwell too much on it because that is from Zeo and not Mighty Morphin. Because they're mainly going to stick with the original first 2 seasons we saw Jason in, the comics, his appearances in Zeo and Forever Red, and that's it. Like, they're not going to use anything else. So I would say most likely. Oh, really? I did not know that. Yeah. I don't know how the scaling is going to work. I can only make an educated guess. Like, obviously, I think Leonardo can be reasonably scaled to Shredder, considering, he beat him. And the only other person who is capable of beating Shredder by himself is Splinter. So, I don't see why not. Oh, Jesus. Well, then you feel better. Yeah, exactly. You look at. We're gonna show that. Look at that. Yeah, exactly. Smash that fucking like button. If you're having a good time. This is awesome. This is awesome. Awesome. Yes, they are not going to include the Zeo powers, but I don't think they're not going to talk about it. Like, maybe he did something in Zeo that counts as something he would do, even if he was still a part of the Mighty Morphin team. But yeah. Will they use them at their best? Okay. We're going to get to the preview in just a second, but we're going to answer this last question on what do I think. Okay, so let me see. Let's go back up. Where's that question? Okay, we're going to show that. Okay. Will they use them at their best? Well, obviously, of course they are. Because they have stated, obviously, Jason is a little bit more easier to deduce because all they have to use is the first 2 seasons, a little bit of his adventures in Zeo, what we saw of him in Forever Red, the comics, the video games, and that's it. There's nothing else for Jason. So Jason is pretty, standard. There's no multiple incarnations of Jason that they have to look at. And they're not going to be looking at the 2017 reboot movie, which I'm still pissed off that we're going to get another fucking reboot instead of a sequel to that, but that's not the case here. That's regardless of the point. But with Leonardo, that's where they had to really think outside the box because TMNT has coming up on 36 years worth of multiple incarnations, and not all of those Leonardos are the same. Some are drastically different. Like, if you compare Rise Leo to his 2012 counterpart, there's a huge difference there. So I think, obviously, yes, they are going to use them at the best. It's just they're going to have to they're just going to have to use everything for Leonardo instead of just using one specific version. Yes, the reboot to the reboot is true because fucking Hasbro. They don't want to make a sequel to a movie that bombed. So fuck that shit, I guess. Which is sad, but yeah. Well, okay, hold on. Let me answer this last question. I apologize. Sean. Well, Jason was able to dodge lightning from Rita's staff. Now, granted, that's not that much of a big deal, but the Rangers and the Turtles have dodged lasers, for God's sakes, and I'm sure that they have dodged the lasers that reflect and cut through shit instead of the ones that bounce, yada, yada, yada. But anyway, all right. Yeah, no, that's a true point. Okay, all right, let's talk about the preview. Lewis, since you're here, we're going to be gushing a little bit, brother, so I hope it's not too much gushing. But, okay, so let's talk about that fucking preview, because holy shit, Again, 50 seconds of that preview, and I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, this looks like it's going to be a top 3 contender of season 7 because the 3D looks amazing. The 2D integrates seamlessly with the 3D background. Looks amazing. The sprite work, as I said, amazing for both. I loved Lewis, you missed it, man. I love the fact that you and your team used the running cycle from the original Super Nintendo game. That's fucking awesome. I love that little detail. I don't think anybody's even gonna notice that, except, people like me. And the voice work. It's great that Kaggy's back. Kaggy had to come back because who the hell else are you going to get to do an Austin St. John impression? Nobody, because Kaggy's the only one who could reasonably pull it off. And I think that bringing him back was essential. It was definitely essential. But that is just my personal opinion. I'm not saying no other voice actor could pull a Kaggy, but I just think, okay, Kaggy is just the highlight. That's just me, though. And the other actor, whose name I have to bring up because I only remember a specific few actors' names by memory, and I have a shitty memory, so please bear with me. Please bear with me. Or if you guys want to type it in the comments below, so that way it's easier for me to just, read it out loud, then that also would be good. But please forgive my shitty memory. Kaggy with the K. Kaggy is he played yes. Okay, yes. We're gonna show that on screen. Yes, Kaggy played Red Jason in Voltron versus Megazord. John Allen. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Brobuscus. You're a lifesaver. Anyway, Kaggy is also the voice of Mr. Satan from the 1 Minute Melee and the Death Battle. So he's a very awesome dude. Go look at his YouTube channel, man. He does awesome reactions and shit. He's very funny. He's very talented. He does Twitch. He's just an awesome guy. I like him. Now, John Allen as Leonardo. He sounds pretty good. Sadly, I am a little saddened that my man that my man my man. That's how sad I am. I'm sad that Nicholas didn't unfortunately get to play Leonardo because I think he would have done a great job. Nothing against John, absolutely nothing, but I just think Nicholas would have killed it as Leonardo, but here's hoping that he does voice a character that I think definitely is suited to his talents. But, yes, and Edward, thank you. But anyway, yes, he did audition for Leo. So, that's nice. No, Leonardo never had a voice actor in Death Battle. This is the first time Leonardo will have a voice actor. Because you guys got to remember, Leonardo came from the golden age of Death Battle, where they didn't use voice actors up until Vegeta versus Shadow. So this is interesting. I think John sounds fucking amazing. He's got that Clarkson voice for Leo down, and that's that Cam Clarkson. That is the original voice for Leonardo. From the 90s cartoon. He also played He-Man in the 2002 reboot. So he actually sounds like he's got that voice down. And that's cool because I grew up with Clark's portrayal as Leonardo, and I definitely loved the many actors who played Leo in the 2012 show. Seth Green, his Leonardo took me time to get used to, but yeah, so the fact that John is killing Leonardo, it's awesome. In fact, I think it's so good, I may have to go back and watch the original 90s cartoon. That's how pretty good it is. Yes, we are on the sneak peek, Ambo. Sorry if you missed all the other shit. Okay, all right. Who's doing the soundtrack? That would be Werewolf Media. They are coming back once again to provide us with the awesome soundtrack. And now they said they were going to experiment with this one. Now, at the time, I didn't know what exactly that meant because Werewolf Media has kind of is getting close to doing it all at this point when it comes to their music. But then when I saw the preview, I knew exactly what they meant by that because just from those first couple of seconds, it sounds like we're going to get an 8-bit arcade style soundtrack, which holy shit, that is awesome. That is just awesome. Again, like you all, I love the fucking music. From the couple of seconds we hear of it, it sounds so fucking retro. This episode is pretty much I don't know. I can't confirm this, and I can't I can only make small speculations, but this feels like it's going to be the 90s version of He-Man versus Lion-O, but with Jason and Leonardo. So, oh my god, that fucking music. I love 8-bit 16 music. I grew up with that shit, so to finally have it in Death Battle is perfect. And they all, and okay, there was a bit, there actually was a bit where they used some kind of rendition of the TMNT theme on the NES games because I know that TMNT style anywhere, and I bet they took that. Like, they didn't straight up rip it, but they took that inspiration from the old NES games, which, whew, man. Yes, press F. I'll even press F. Look at that. Yes. Acknowledging old Uncle Phil. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love. I miss that. I miss him. Miss him so much. But yes, the soundtrack is awesome. I am loving this soundtrack. I think. Okay. Again, nothing. We've started off good. You know, Miles versus Static. That soundtrack was still great, but holy shit, this episode soundtrack is gonna hit me in the freaking nostalgia feels, man. So, whew, I can't wait. I don't know if it'll. I don't want to say that, Emerald. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guy. Sorry. I don't know if I would say that. I mean, WhatsApp Danger was pretty fucking good. You know, that's just me. No, it's not. But, you know, it's still gonna be good. I think if in its own right, it's gonna be fucking awesome. It is gonna be fucking awesome. I think that's gonna be the case. And, oh, goodness. I've watched that fight preview like 12 times. I'm because it's just looking that good. Now, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. So Nidge said this earlier when we started, and as you can see in my title, in my little ticker there. Oh, hello, Kobe. How you doing, man? How you doing? Ooh, I like that. I like that. Okay, if this fucking has lyrics, then I'm gonna fucking lose it. You know, if they do an 8-bit style with fucking lyrics, like 8-bit style lyrics, I'm gonna have a heart attack, guys, because my fan heart can't take it. But anyway. Oh, you're in bed with your cat. That's cute. Anyway, all right. So, do I think this is going to be a top contender for the best episodes or one of the best episodes of season 7? If it's all looking good, and if that preview is anything to go off by, and I know it's a lot to go off by, I do think so. Yes, because this is the type of fight I've been waiting for them to do again. this 90s style fight, this decade style fight, because He-Man versus Lion-O was the only one for a time that really embraced that culture, and it just had 80s written all over it. There's a reason why that fight, despite its slightly dated animation, there's a reason it's still so fucking good, because it wasn't afraid to embrace it. The script embraced it, the animation embraced it, the actors, it all just screamed 80s, and that's what I'm hoping here. I've been wanting that for this, and it finally looks like I got my wish. So I think if it continues to go like that, like how it starts off in those 50 seconds, then this is going to be the new He-Man versus Lion-O. Yes, thank you. All right, I'm gonna make you a mod later, Nidge, because I can't do it on my laptop because just fucking won't let me. But anyway, man, I'm excited for this fight. Yes, it is, and it makes so much sense. That reasoning for them fighting, perfect. That's perfect. It makes sense, and I'm happy they did it. You know, Jason's just running along, he's jogging along, and then he bumps into Leo and he knocks over his pizza. Now, my headcanon, if you want to know why I think Jason was in a hurry, you can all come up with your own reason down below. I think Jason was in a hurry because, you know, maybe he was late to the juice bar with the gang. Maybe he got held up, you know, he was doing some martial art classes, and then he realized the time, and he's like, oh man, I gotta get going. I gotta meet the gang at the juice bar. And then he's running along, and then at the same time, Leonardo just got done stopping a crime, and he walks in, and he gets a free pizza. Because who the hell is going to tell a giant green ninja turtle no after he saved his life and after he wants a pizza? I mean, granted that the 90s incarnations of the Turtles would wear disguises most of the time, but there would be times where they would just say fuck it and they would just go out, and you know, their world wouldn't care. Even in the not so good 03 crossover film Turtles Forever, even they kind of hit on that. So that is why I think Jason was so in a hurry. Yeah, exactly, Ambro. I find the pizza was really out of character for Leo. I mean, if it was Mikey, okay, yeah, I can understand that. Oh wow, really, Lewis? That's cool. That's cool, man. I like that. Oh, okay. Okay, now you're just giving me more headcanon ideas because I could totally see this happening at the day after Static versus Miles. I could totally see it, but that's just me. Yeah, so anyway, but that's my headcanon. I was gonna say maybe Jason was late for a date with Kimberly, but I forgot. We all know who's dating. We all know who's dating Kimberly. It's not Jason. Oh wow, that's cool. That is cool. That is cool. I didn't notice that. That's awesome. Dude, that was awesome. That's awesome, Lewis. I love the details like that. Oh my god, that's so awesome. Okay, then yeah, never mind. Then yeah, that pretty much confirms it. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. This city, man. That's just awesome. This city's just having all sorts of problems. Electric heroes fighting, a teenager and a turtle fighting. Man, that's crazy. That's awesome, man. I love that you did that. I don't give a... Okay, all right, look. Yeah, well, okay, technically speaking, guys, hold on. technically speaking, Kimberly dumped Tommy whenever she left in the third season, and Catherine came along because that seems to be that seems to be how they did it. They just had Catherine and Tommy get together. There was even a comic. A one-shot graphic novel where Tommy actually did marry Catherine. Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Just another if the Powerpuff Girls show up in this city, then that's even going to be crazier. It's like, hey, well, let's fight in this city. Let's not fight in Downsville. Let's just fight in this city. I mean, heck, two static heroes fought there. A turtle was sighted getting pizza there. Oh my God, that'd be so cool. Yes, I did see it, Marlon. I did see it. I saw your last comment. No, Deadpool's not coming back. Anyway, I ship him with Catherine. I'm sorry. Kimberly and Tommy, it was nice, and even the comics had them get back together, but I don't know. There's something about Tommy and Catherine. Nope. I think Townsville using. Yeah, no, it actually could. I mean, I think, well, Townsville, I always saw Townsville as kind of a parody of Metropolis, because everybody says in the DC universe Gotham is the worst, and it is, but Metropolis is not much better. Like, I think I would rather move to Townsville, but as soon as I get there, and I see it's just as worse as Metropolis, I just pack my bags and get the fuck out of there because, I mean, shit. You got giant monkeys. You got green monkeys in robot suits. You got a little fuzz redneck. You got 3 germs who are jobbers. You've got this gang of green teenage misfits. Dude, Townsville is just even worse than Metropolis. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, no, definitely. Man, I wish we could have a city fight. That'd be cool. Like, which one is the worst city? Well, again, my vote goes to freaking Townsville. Townsville is definitely the worst. Gotham. It makes Gotham and Metropolis look livable. Yeah, I visit Gotham too. I mean, I visited during the daytime, but I wouldn't stay there during the nighttime because, God knows what could happen in the nighttime. But yeah, guys. Oh my goodness. This was whew, that was awesome. That was awesome information. So, yes. Okay. In my opinion, I'm just saying, I think Leo versus Jason is going to be a definite top 3 contender. I think it's going to be a new He-Man versus Lion-O. And most importantly, I think it's just going to be my favorite so far. Because everybody knows me. As soon as an episode like this comes out and it catches my attention, it's automatically my favorite. I mean, Ben 10 versus Green Lantern was my favorite of season 6 for a long time. Even though, Lewis, I'm not kidding you, man. I'm definitely not kidding you. Ben 10 versus Green Lantern, up until All Might versus Might Guy, was my top favorite of season 6. I am dead serious, and that's the most controversial episode. So I think it could be like that here, or this could be my favorite episode until a 3D fight or another 2D fight comes out. Well, I assume you're addressing that. Well, Emerald, I assume that's to me. But if it is, so do I see Ben 10 coming back? Well, yeah, of course Ben 10's gonna come back. Who he's gonna fight, I don't know. Because it's sure as hell gonna be Beast Boy. Because I don't want Beast Boy to die. Give Beast Boy a chance. I don't know. Even if Ben 10 doesn't come back, I'm fine with it. I am. I don't let the characters' losses really impact me that much because, if anything, it just gives me a reason to submit why I still love them. And that's the whole thing that I take away from Death Battle. Even if the character loses, they're still getting that exposure. Because Ben 10 may have lost, but look at how much the Ben 10 community blew up last year. Yeah, think about that. When Samurai Jack was in Death Battle, which by the way, still my favorite, that didn't bring as much love in terms of his popularity as possible. I think it was just continuing it. But man, when Ben 10 was in Death Battle, like it felt like it was the year of Ben 10. It's crazy. Ben 10 versus Sora? I'm up for that. I'm not scared for the next time, Marlon. I'm excited. I can't wait to see. Reptile? Sure. I don't mind. My day is good, CJ. Thank you. I'm actually gonna probably end this pretty soon. I've got to go do some things, and I've got to go binge watch some shows because Clone Wars Season 7 starts, and the Harley Quinn season finale came out, so I got to go watch that with a friend, and I'm so excited. Yes, relax. Oh, man. Okay, well, I think it's either... Okay, so Krona... Okay, yeah, so it's either going to be Krona, it's either going to be Obi-Wan Kenobi, or it's going to be Beerus. I think it's going to be one of those three. But I'm definitely excited to see... Oh, sorry. Baby Yoda versus Baby Groot. Sure. Well, Baby Yoda wins. I like how the hell is Baby Groot going to defeat Baby Yoda? His cuteness is just even more adorable. Oh, Reptier! Oh! Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. Holy shit! That's who you... I'm so sorry. I forgot. Yes, Reptier. I like that. That makes sense. I like that. Oh, but Lewis, I love the sprite fights. Okay, well, I'm excited, man. Thank you for dropping that tease. Thank you for teasing us, getting us all ready. But I swear, I would be totally fine if it was just nothing but sprite fights, because that's how good Lewis and his team make these fights look good. They are I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I'm being biased. If I am being biased, then whatever. Thank God, no more sprite fights. Yes, I know Lewis needs a rest. Yes. Oh no, I understand, Lewis. I understand, man. You work hard, brother. You do. You work fucking hard, brother. Okay, good. That's good. I do, Lewis, because like I said, man, you've made the sprite fights come so far, and you've made them be a top contender to the 3D fights. You definitely, man, you are. You deserve so much, brother. So yeah, you're awesome. But I'm excited. I am excited for the first couple of 3D fights, and maybe a live action fight, maybe a hand drawn fight. I don't know. That's just me. All right. Oh, later, Alex. Thank you for dropping by, man. Yes. Awesome. Oh man. Oh, you have sensitive eyes, Niche. That's fine, brother. I understand. Okay, so yeah, Reptile from Superhero Squad. That's awesome. I never thought about that. I'll definitely... then yeah, I'd say that's a pretty interesting fight. I hope they do pick that one because, yeah. Duh. Perfect. All right. Wait, what? Ash Williams versus... Let me see. Hold on. What was that? Spider-Man just... well, I don't know how... I'm not going to doubt my man Ash, but how the hell... But I think that'd be a pretty tricky fight for him. But, yeah. Wait, Kiri. Well, it's debatable, Sans, but I don't know. No wonder. No problem, man. No fucking problem. No problem, Lewis. You're awesome, brother. I am. I mean it all, man. I mean it all. You work hard. You put a lot of work into these. I gush over you literally all the time in my reviews, and I do, man. I mean it. You are. I'm happy to give you the love, brother. You are. And I hope you get to rest, brother, because you do. You have, man. You've given us 3 great fights, and I'm excited to see what you give us in the back half, because that's still awesome that we're gonna that you guys are gonna take a break. So yeah. Alrighty then. Well, guys, yes, me too, Marcin. Me too. Thank you, Lewis, again for dropping by, man. It means a lot. I hope you drop by more often in my Death Battle streams, or just in a stream. I don't know. But I understand you're busy, and I hope you're resting. I hope you continue to get better, and I hope this Texas fucking weather leaves us pretty soon, or at least it gives us decent fucking weather. But that'd be nice. Yes, everybody thank Lewis. Everybody give Lewis a round of applause. Everybody, Awesome, man. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. That'd be awesome. Thank you, man. I need all the support I can get. Definitely going to try and get to 1,000 this year, guys. I'm hoping we can get to 1,000. If you think we can get to 1,000, then I'll definitely stream a lot more. Yes, everybody give a big round of applause to Lewis. Everybody just, show him some love. This is awesome. Thank you so much. Global warming is bogus. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and head off now. I'm going to go get ready, watch some shows with my friend and all that. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining in. All right. Yeah, no. Absolutely, Nidge. We'll definitely talk about that. When a beatdown comes out, we'll definitely bring that back. But thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for having a great time in here. To all my mods, thank you so much. Lewis, definitely you're the highlight, man. Thank you so much, man. Take care, guys. Thank you all so much, and we'll see each other again on Monday whenever my review comes out. And yeah, I'll stream again very soon. So thank you all so much, and give me a like, and just I'll talk to you guys again. All right, bye guys. Thank you all so much. I'm sorry, Marlon. I'm sorry, but just take care. I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys. Bye. Eat seat. Oh, thank you, Nidge. I think. Bye guys. Bye. Bye.